Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Barry Chappell coming to you live from Hollywood, California, home of PrimeTime Shopping Network. And oh, I got a show for you tonight. But Wilson, I got some concerns. I asked Ashley, do you have any more Diet Mountain Dew that I left here? She said, no, it's all gone. I said, well, what the heck can I drink? Look what she handed me, Wilson. Have you ever seen this before? Why don't I trust this? Liquid Death. She could kill me, and she even warned me. Yeah, here it is, Liquid Death. It says straight from the Alps, but what if they cut something off there? You know, I mean, straight from the scalps of pirates or something. How do I know? There's even a picture of a dead pirate on the front. And I gotta think about drinking Liquid Death. Have you ever had it? No? Do you want some? No, not anymore. Folks, I got one heck of a show coming up tonight. Wilson, I'm gonna walk him around some of this. Look at this. That's an original acrylic on canvas by Gregory Wilhelmy. I think that's called Mountain Fury. And he went to one of the last places. There used to be, where Gregory Wilhelmy lives in Montana and South Dakota, there used to be lots of places where there were wild horses, but they're down to just a few. And that inspired him to make this painting. It is just second to none. Then over here, this one right here, look at that, Wilson. I think that's where, let me just double check on that. That's not, is that a Turn to Autumn? Which one is that one? Yeah. Central Park. His wife went to a lecture, and he took out his sketch pad and finally painted Central Park. And he liked how the leaves were turning. This, Wilson, man, look at that. Right there, yes. Look at that. Desert Sunrise. That is absolutely amazing. Patty was showing me pictures where she went to the desert and took pictures like that. That is just perfect. And I got to show this because I got it all wrong. This one right here, where evil dwells, it's not evil. Wilson, it's not like this. Yeah, evil, devil, no. It's where Evel Knievel, who was from Butte, Montana, used to hang out. So that's why it's called Where Evil, spelled like Evel Knievel, dwells. His old hangout. Look at all of these. Peter Max. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Well, I'll tell you what I can do. I'm going to put it right there on the easel. Original oil on canvas board. A Turn to Autumn, 2021. Hummingly Creek winds its way through the land. Look at that. And this is what only a guy like Gregory Wilhelmy can do. Look how far off the oil comes off of this board. Look at that. Gregory Wilhelmy is a museum artist. I think in our email blast we listed 5 different museums that he has displayed his art at, and some of these paintings came from those shows. It's very hard to get a museum show. It's like 500 people, 1,000, 2,000 begging to get it. And Gregory Wilhelmi has the talent. This is a strange one. This is, I think his name is Granco's. What's that? Granco's Gate. Granco was an Italian immigrant that lived across the way from Gregory, and he wanted to paint this with a palette knife. And he said he painted this in the style of Vincent van Gogh, the way he used the brush strokes and everything else.
Well, he only used palette knife and buttery oil paint.
Palette knife and buttery oil paint.
Yeah.
Damn, I ate that when I was a kid. Have you ever had buttery oil paint?
Oh, I love butter.
Yeah, you put it on toast and and this, oh, I love this one. Wilson, this I could not believe didn't go the first time we showed it. Look at that. Laminated everything. This is one of the all-time great ones. Fire on St. Gregory's Pond. And I think I showed you this one last week. The oldest tree known to mankind. So I got some great stuff. I'll tell you what, folks, give me a call. Tell me what direction you want me to go in. Which ones you go, Barry, I wanna bid on this one first. And just to give you a list, look at this. Here is Gregory Wilhelm, Passing Glance. This was self-portrait that he was on display at Bismarck Art Galleries, Art Museum. That's Gregory himself. Here is The Long Road. Paintings from the Northern Plains. This was a show he did at the Nicolaius Art Museum. Here is another Long Road, Nicolaius. Yellowstone Art Museum. A one-man show entitled A Matter of Time, Wilson. So basically, you guys, this is the Gregory Wilhelmi. He's not 80 yet. He's a young 79 and a half. This is what he does. He gives talks. Museums say, please give us a talk. And you are getting your shot at buying some. All these paintings hung in one of his different museum shows. And look at this. Here is the Northern Plains. There's Gregory. So folks, give me a call. Tell me which one. Give me a hint. Give me a clue. Boy, these Maxes are gone. I have a friend that works as an auctioneer on a cruise, and every now and then when he gets time, he writes me, says, they had some big wigs fly out, tell them all the Maxes are gone. Got to keep jacking the price, they're all gone. We're out, basically. And some of these could be the last ones of that title. Which one do they want? Which Wilhelmi? Tell you what, I am going to start with Granco's Gate. And this is what Gregory said about this painting. I painted this scene outdoors in the style of Van Gogh. I used only a palette knife and buttery oil paint. Nick Granco, an Italian immigrant, lived here across the river from us. He raised many goats and chickens. Now, what you got is buttery oil paint and a palette knife like Vincent van Gogh. Except, you know the big difference, Patty? Yeah, Gregory Wilhelmy didn't slice his ear off. Yes. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen Gregory lately. Do you know who Vincent van Gogh gave his ear to? No. 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 He got upset at a bar, sliced his ear off, and gave it to a prostitute. Really? Yeah. And the sad thing was she came by later in the evening to talk to him. She was knocking on the door. He couldn't hear her. No, I have no idea if she ever came back. Tell you what, this was a museum showpiece. I'm going to put retail 9,000 easy. I believe this was shown at the Nicolaus Art Museum. Yeah, 9,000. I'll tell you what. Ashley, what would you start this at? You got a 9,000, and you guys might run into Grenko. If you do, you can ask him about the chickens and the goats. Painted in buttery oil paint. Tell you what, I'm gonna make this so easy. You got a $9,000 painting, $500 to open. $500 to open. $200 increments once we get the open. Too cheap is right. What? 200. 100, 200 once we get the 500 open. So 500 to open. Juanita. Juanita, you know, in Mayberry RFD, Barney Fife had a girlfriend named Juanita. I'll tell you what I'm going to... Oh, look at that. That's too cheap anyway. I tell you what I'm going to do. Just to give you a little understanding of how important Gregory Wilhelmy is. All right, Matt, using all the knowledge at your command, would you run part 1 first or part 2 first? It's up to you. But this is all the knowledge at your command. All right, he's thinking about it. No, you can't run them both at the same time. He wants to run them both at the same time? No, part 1. Take a look at this. Take your time. I'm going to lick the buttery oil paint. I wonder if that would hurt a kid. I eat a ton of Play-Doh. Did you eat Play-Doh? That's what happened. I didn't know they made buttery oil paint. And here, I'm going to do this in slow motion. No. Give us a second. No trouble. This is a film I made on Gregory Wilhelmy a long time ago. And And this is, if you know, Grenko's Gate.
Done in what year?
What's that?
It was done in what year?
75. Yeah, and who knows, Grenko, maybe they hit oil on his land like the Clampets, and now Grenko wants his gate back. Or it could be a sci-fi, Grenko's Gate.
Or it's a romance.
It's a romance with a goat and a chicken?
And they meet.
I don't know, but we got lots of great art tonight, folks, so sit back, have some fun. I am down to only 3 Basaris. They all sold out last week. So, boy, that guy looks mad on Asian TV. Look at him, Wilson. He's saying
K-pop.
K-pop. All right. And
I can hear you.
Another one while the
yeah, I will.
show
Tell,
up.
I can hear him. He can't hear me.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, that's
Okay, I'm going to show another one.
Yeah. Show another one.
All right, I am going to put Grenko's Gate back gently. And I am going to pull up one of the show pieces of all time, Fury on the High Plains. It was painted in 2023. The Pryor Mountains, located in south central Montana and northern Wyoming, are home to one of the few wild horse herds in the United States. These the fierceness, freedom, and beauty of the horses is inspiring to see. Fury on the High Plains. Original acrylic on canvas. Gregory Wilhelmy, 2023. Folks, you could have an entire museum show around something like this. You know, some of the paintings we're selling tonight, literally 20, 50, 70,000 people had gone to that museum show. And this is one of the largest Wilhelmies I have. Look at that. It is stunning. Yeah. Look at that. That is one of the pieces in tonight's show. It's monumental. And you don't really need to frame it because Wilson, he basically painted the frame for you. When you hang this, it's painted on all 4 sides. So the painting, as you walk around it, the painting continues. Really, really cool. I got a price in mind for this one. Okay. Oh. What's that? Well, it just shows anybody new who great. But I agree with him. I'm not going to argue with anybody. Okay, all right, I'm going to show you something so cool. Get out of here, cool. This Right here. Desert sunrise. Look at that. All the museums. This was part of one of his museum shows. This one right here. The breathtaking announcement of a new day in the Sonora Desert. The weather forecast is 107 degrees on this day, according to the TV lady. This was a study for a large commission painting for the Fort Irwin Hospital, California. Yeah. That is so beautiful. Patty, I agree with her. She's been gravitating to this painting since I unpacked it. Look at that. Retail $17,000. Look at that. Can you put retail $17,000? Do you know how to do that? Yeah. I'm tempted to open up Liquid Death.
I mean, it's just water.
That's what they want you to think. You're looking into the control room right now. Look in there. Did you see Matt? No, because he had a drink of Liquid Death. I haven't seen Matt in 5 minutes. So Matt's gone because he had one sip of Liquid Death. And you want me... Tell you what I will do. If somebody wants an early bird special, I'm on the greatest sunrises, Sonora Desert. What's that?
It was done in 2017.
2017. It's part of a museum show. 17,000 retail, I'll tell you what. Oh. That's just beautiful. 1,500 to open. What? Yes, the weather lady on TV says it's going to be 107.
This was a study for the commission piece.
Yeah, this was he sold.
I wonder if we could open it. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, we'll see if we can find it, the commission. I have the DVD, if that would help. No, it's all right. Call me up, folks, at a 1,500 to open. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. What are they doing on that TV show? What are they eating there? Oh, they're like snakes. I don't want any of that. All right, I am going to move this aside. Here's what I am going to do. I am going to put up stay. Here's what I'm going to put up. This right here was painted 12 years ago. Fire on St. Gregory's Pond. The forest fires burned for 5 days. On this morning, the flames are slow dancing in front of the rising sun. This is one of the greatest Wilhelmies. Trying to frame that so the Peter Max heart doesn't come right across there. Can you give them a look at this entire painting? Like Wilson, like if you come right here, can you see? Oh,
That's the hospital.
it is.
That's where his
I will show this next.
where his paintings hang it. Fort Irwin Hospital.
This is one of the most difficult paintings that Gregory Wilhelmi told me he ever painted. He laminated it and did all that, but he said the way the light changed and with the forest fires and how it was dancing across the pond. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What did we have this up for last week?
It's item number 2894.
2894. This is Gregory told me it's one of the hardest paintings he ever painted. He said this, it just took him forever to get it just right. And if I'm not mistaken, he said the retail on this was $24,000, but I could be mistaken. What's that? 12,000. Oh, no, 24,000. Yeah, 1,200 to open. The value is 35,000, and it was 1,200 to open. At 1,200, you should be all over this. 1,200 to open, $200 increments once we get the open. You have a museum painter. There's been every museum in the West and the Northwest you can think of. Gives talks there. You have the painting, he said, one of the hardest paintings he ever had to paint. Took him forever. And I had this up at 1,200 to open. That's crazy, Wilson. That's insane. Look at that. All right. Now, I am going to take St. Gregory's Pond down. I'm going to show you something. Take a look at this. Desert sunrise. He painted this. This was a study for the Fort Irwin Hospital in California. Patty, you go to Fort Irwin Hospital in California, look at the big painting.
Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, my God.
And that would have been a huge commission. So you got the same painting, just a little smaller. This was a study. Oh my goodness. What did I have this one to open for? 1,500?
This one you had it for
Yeah, 15.
$1,500, $200
1,500, folks. I would be all over that. The original these sold to Fort Irwin probably 45, 55,000. And here you have a study done by Gregory Wilhelmi of a picture. Unbelievable. 1,500 to open, Ashley. Oh, that is just beautiful. Yeah, we're going to get the open on this. This is so cool. What do you got there? I'm on. No problemo. I watched Don Knox. I couldn't sleep late last night. The shakiest gun in the West. I love it when he was on the Mexican border. Gracias. That's what he'd say to him. And I'd look at him like, what? All right. I am going to put this back here. Now, you want to see something rare. This is Love Original. This is an original Peter Max, acrylic on paper, signed by Peter Max, with the registration number, which is going to be so very important, Wilson. I am going to raise this. Does that help or worsen it? Chappell. I gotta see what I'm going to do first. That is an official Peter Max registration number there. Now that registration number at Peter Max Galleries, we'll have a picture of Peter Max signing your piece. This is a one-of-a-kind acrylic on paper original from Peter Max. Retail $115,000 on the cruise ships. And they are out. And I will show you something. Peter Max is 84. If you don't know who Peter Max is, he is one of the most iconic pop artists of all time. He was born in Berlin, Germany in 1934. In 1930, or he might have been born in 1937. When he was a small child, his dad realized being Jewish in Germany in 1934, 1937 was not smart. And his father, his real name was Peter Finkelstein. They moved to Shanghai, where he spent the next decade. Then eventually getting back to New York, or getting to the United States in New York, he opened up one of the greatest galleries in Manhattan. There's Peter Max at his gallery, and what the gallery calls the high limit room. And you might even see one of the heart variations on the wall. Peter Max is probably one of the best known American artists of all time. Here, 12 years ago, Zero in black, retail 80, asking 42,000. That was on March 1st, 2012. Peter Max has been the official artist of the 2006 U.S. Olympics, 5 Super Bowls, the World Cup, the World Series, the U.S. Open, the Indy 500, the New York City Marathon, and the Kentucky Derby. Folks, this is an original, unique original, Peter Max. Unheard of. It is absolutely beautiful. Here, 9 years ago, acrylic on paper, 40 by 30, 35,000. 12 years ago, American flag, 2002, 60,000. 12 years ago. They are out. They are out. Here is a serograph that was one of his first early ones. You know, you could have got this a long time ago for a fraction. Now it's 22,000. They had it up at 29 or 25 and they dropped it 22 for 1979. Peter Max was upset that the Statue of Liberty was closed down. He could see it from his gallery and it had been closed down because it was in ill repair. He called his friend Lee Iacocca, and together in the late 70s, well, he started in the middle 70s, but in the late 70s, they raised $330 million, $331 million to reopen the Statue of Liberty, and they did in 1980 or 81. Ronald Reagan was there, Peter Max was there, Lee Iacocca. That is an original. 115,000 on the cruise ships. If you're interested, give me a call. I don't know if Melvin's watching yet, is he?
He's in a meeting. He'll call us after.
Okay. Well, you got your pulse on everything there, Ashley. All right. I could almost guarantee you, but I shouldn't. This next one is one of the most famous images that Peter Max ever painted. First, Wilson, look at the 5-digit registration number. And say what year he painted that. 2010. Now, this will probably be the last one of these. I hear all their archives, everything at Max Galleries, they're like out. That's what they tell me. This is State of the World Forum, an original. Look at that. 115,000 or more, and you might be looking at the last one possible. Uh-oh. Can't waste a piece of nicotine gum, Wilson. That is something. If you're interested, I can beat anybody's price. If you want this, give us a call. Right there, the number on the bottom of the screen, and we will give you the absolute best price we could possibly ever give anybody. That's a large painting, Wilson. Now that's an original. He had an edition, a lot smaller, that were silkscreen, signed and numbered. And I'm talking 30 years ago. Those are $25,000 for a signed and numbered one when there's an edition of 250 or 500. That's an original, one of a kind, original by Peter Max. I know what I'm going to do next. What did I have where evil dwells at? What did I have that up for? What?
On the world?
No.
Yeah.
Where evil dwells, so Wilhelmie.
2895. 2895, you were opening it for.
Okay. All right. Stay. This is one of the coolest paintings, and I have done an awful job explaining. This is where the daredevil, Evel Knievel, was said to hang out in Butte, Montana, where he was from. So he named this painting Where Evil Dwells. E-V-E-L, not E-V-I-L. Evil like Evel Knievel. This is an original oil-on panel, and signed on the back, Gregory Wilhelmie. Signed on the front, Gregory Wilhelmie. 20... Wilson, I'm going to let you tell me what year. Is that 2014, 16? 2016. Now, Wilson, that is one of the greatest paintings. Look at how the light hits it. You know, this is plein air painting, which means Gregory Wilhelmie set up his easel and started painting, and this is absolutely saying it's $35,000 at least. I'm gonna make somebody so happy. I got a number in mind. Look at that, fully air conditioned. Is that what it says? Yeah. Not partially. Fully. All right, this is so cheap. What's that? Oh. $1,200 to open. $200 increments once we get the open. That would have been a killer deal. Camera 2. Give me a call. Tell me which one of these Wilhelmies. I'm feeling really lonely, Patty. Nobody's calling. Tell me which one you're most interested in, and I will make it happen for you. Give you an early bird special. Oh boy, I'm going to try it. Should I, Wilson? See, if I drank this and died, the people that make this could say, what the heck did you think was going to happen? We named it Liquid Death. We didn't say Liquid, have a great life. We named it Liquid Death. I might hold off on the liquid death. Call up. Tell me which one you're interested in. I will make you very happy on a Wilhelmy. A lot of the art I have here. Peter Max. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Tell you what I'm going to do. All right. All right, you stay right there. I talk to it like it's a dog now, Wilson. I've been walking both Ginger and Floyd at the same time. Not easy. Matter of fact, in the rain, right here, the people at the park took a picture of me. I was the only one there. You can see the water creating all of these little rapid spots. There's pretty boy Floyd, and there is Ginger, my hound dog. Wilson, I got wet that day. I walked them. And once again, Floyd, if she sees a little dog, something she doesn't like, she starts barking. Problem is, Ginger just pulls. She will pull me and pull me. All right, I got an idea. Here is the story. What's that? This. Yeah, I'm going to show you the story on this next painting. Read this. This is Gregory Wilhelmy's own words on the back. Central Park. All we need here now is Ferris Bueller singing. Yeah. You ever seen that movie, Ferris Bueller? Central Park, New York City, 1985. Look at that. Man, how many people are watching me on the internet? Okay. You didn't just show me a lot of tweez, did you? Don't tell that joke, you'll get in trouble. Operator, can you please dial tweet, tweet, tweet? I'm not going to tell that joke. Have you ever heard that joke, Juliana? You've heard the tweet, 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 joke? The operator said, I'm sorry, sir, I can't understand you. Operator, this is very important. Please dial tweet, tweet, tweet right now. Sir, I don't have a clue what you're saying. Operator, dial tweet, tweet, tweet. This is the party. I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to get myself in trouble. There's a few curse words in the story. Tell you what, you got what do you got? 28,000 retail on this Central Park. Ashley. Find out. I'm going to start at zero, Ashley. $250 increments. You got a $25,000 Gregory Wilhelmi. Look at the reflection off this pond at Central Park. 25,000 retail. I'm starting at zero, $250 increments. Yeah. Let's see if anybody's watching me. And I got to tell you, if this doesn't go for enough, I might break open this liquid death. Oh my goodness. Says at the bottom, murder your thirst. I'm not making this up. Death to plastics. We donate 10% of profits for every can sold to help plastic pollution. We donate another 10% to the Morticians Fund to help you victims look better. No, it doesn't say that second part. Only the plastic part. No one wants to open on a Gregory Wilhelmi. So, Matt, even if I have the original disc of the Wilhelmi, you can't play it.
Correct.
Correcto. Zero going once. Zero going twice. Fair. And final zero. Well, Central Park is going back over here. And what I am going to put up here now is one of the coolest Wilhelmis you ever get a chance at. Look at this, 2021. A Turn to Autumn. Humility Creek winds its way through the land where we live. Here is its changing its season palette to the yellows, golds, and reds of autumn. Original oil on canvas board. A Turn to Autumn. Gregory Wilhelmi signed it, dated it 2021 on the back, and most likely signed it on the front too. You got a $32,000. This was shown at the, I'll show you right here. Give me, oh, that is too pretty. Folks, you want on something very valuable, you're looking at it right now. Let me go back, mail, museum show, the Yellowstone Art Museum. Yellowstone Art Museum. This hung on the wall there, Wilson. They don't, you got to be pretty well known to get a show at the Yellowstone Art Museum. They got something else in Yellowstone. It keeps time. What is that? A geyser. Well, now you want to call it Old Faithful. I hear they use the water from Old Faithful in Liquid Death. Matt, have you ever really drank a Liquid Death? No? Ashley, have you ever drank a Liquid Death?
I don't like sparkling water.
Patty, have you ever seen anybody live?
Never even heard of it.
You never even heard of Liquid Death. What's that?
They sold it at a show in Anaheim at the House of Blues.
They sold it at the House of Blues.
They gave it.
Did you see 20, 30 minutes later, a ton of ambulance showing up? Folks, what do you think? Should I drink this? Come in close, Wilson. They're telling me. It's like when you see that butter substitute. What's the name of it? We're not butter.
Oh,
Yeah.
believe it's not better.
Can't believe it's not butter. They don't tell you what the heck it is. They can just tell you it ain't butter. Used oil engine products. They don't tell you. They just say you can't believe it's not butter. Because it ain't butter. this is called liquid death. Probably because it does. All right. Now, folks, you are looking at a $35,000. Look at that. It's just perfect. I'll tell you what. I'm going to start this so cheap. But in 4 minutes, I have dish. Look at that. What kind of tree is that yellow tree? Yellow leaves. Wilson, this is your chance. You're on. You want to be a millionaire. Come in close on that yellow, orange colored tree. Right there. Or the orange red on the little island. What kind of tree is that? Is Regis Philbin still alive? All right. Do you have anything to do with his death? No? Patty, you want to be a millionaire? What kind of tree is that yellow-orange tree? You don't know?
So it's pretty, that's all.
Well, I know exactly what it is. It is a Montana yellow fernberg. I just made that up. I have no idea. But it could be. Just like I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe Gregory painted a picture of a yellow fernberg. Montana fernberg. Not to get mixed up with the South Dakota fernbergs. Yeah. Yeah, that's a Montana fernberg. I'll tell you what. What do I have, like 3 minutes till dish? 2? Because I'll tell you what I'm going to do with my Montana yellow fernberg, not to get mixed up with the South Dakota yellow fernbergs. They can be a mean bunch. Patty, you don't want to travel to South Dakota and start a fight with the South Dakota yellow fernbergs. I dare you to go up to a fernberg and say, you know what, fernberg, you're yellow. Yeah, that would not work out well. Actually, I'd pay you $1 to go to South Dakota and go up to Mr. Fernberg and say, Mr. Fernberg, you're yellow.
Mr. K says it's a narrow leaf cottonwood.
A what?
A narrow leaf cottonwood.
I don't know if I can say that on TV.
Narrow leaf
I got that part.
cottonwood.
Oh, cottonwood. I thought you were saying something else. It's a narrow leaf cottonwood.
Correct.
Well, thank you. So he disputes that this is a Montana yellow fernberg? Well, I never claimed I know anything about trees. Are we on dish now, Matt? 10 seconds. Hello, Dish Network. Barry Chappell coming to you live from Hollywood, California, home of PrimeTime Shopping. I am selling some Gregory Wilhelmy original paintings from all of his different museum shows. And Gregory Wilhelmy has had a lot of them. That's the long road, the northern plains. What Gregory likes to paint is the underbelly of a lot of the western towns. Like everybody's so happy when they find a mine and they're going to mine in your town. What they don't always show you is what happens when the mine closes and people leave and the few people that are left. Gregory Wilhelmi finds that fascinating. And just to give you a list of some of the museum shows, like here he is, Wilson, talking at the Long Road. One of the different museums that have shows. The Northern Plains. Here's one right, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to that again. But just so you know, Holter Art Museum, Missoula Art Museum, Yellowstone Art Museum, C.M. Russell Museum, the Nicolaisen Art Museum, the Bismarck Art Gallery and Museums. Here is one from one of his shows. Original on canvas board, A Turn to Autumn, Gregory Wilhelmi, 2021. Look at that. Now, folks, first hour was brutal, Wilson. Brutal. You know why? Are you sure, Ashley? I am. Now, who was telling you? Because I was pretty sure this is a Montana yellow fernberg. This tree? You sure that's not a yellow Montana fernberg?
Yeah, because the
Humility Creek?
it's known for their narrow leaf cottonwoods.
Narrow leaf cottonwoods. Okay. I'm just joking with everybody. I know nothing about trees. Folks, you're looking at a $35,000, $35,000 hung at a museum show, most likely the Nicolaisen Art Museum. And look at the texture on this, Wilson, because I'm going to auction it right now. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at the texture to this. I am going to auction this right now. Tell you what. Oh, I'm going to make, yeah, I know it's 35,000 retail. Here's what I'm going to do. Watch this. This is so cheap. $1,000 to open, $200 increments. This was shown and there were people there watching the show. Look at this. And Gregory gives talks at these museums. So I am looking for $1,000 to open. That is so cheap, it's scary.
Oh, good.
Here was Gregory talking at the Long Road.
Oh, wow.
1,000 to open. Oh, that's gotta be.
I appreciate you too, and I'll talk to you soon.
No open at $1,000 is hung at the Nicolaisen Art Museum in Montana. Nothing. Zip. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, that's a dead skull on that, Matt. You see the dead skull? See that right there? Ashley handed this because she didn't have any Diet Mountain Dew.
Mr. S says drink it.
She wants me to drink liquid death. And at the bottom it says, murder your thirst. All right, I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drink the liquid death the way that shows you. You wouldn't drink it. All right, let's see what liquid death tastes like. Well, what does arsenic take? Like 12, 17 seconds or something? All right.
And put the timer, go. We'll see now.
1,000, 2 1,000, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm fine so far. Whew. I drank liquid death. No one wants to open on that. All right, here, I'll tell you what. Let me show you the showstopper of showstoppers. You want to see what a $45,000 Gregory Wilhelmy looks like? Fury on the High Plains. The Pryor Mountains, located in south central Montana and northern Wyoming, are home to one of the few wild horse herds in the United States. The fierceness, freedom, and beauty of the horses is inspiring to see. It's called Fury on the High Plain. Original acrylic on canvas. Gregory Wilhelmy 2023. Folks, it's one of the largest Wilhelmings I ever have. That is a painting. That is what a $50,000 to $75,000 original Gregory Wilhelmy looks like, and he's gotten it many times. We were showing you a hospital that commissioned to work. We had to study for it. Still do, but this is one of the most amazing Gregory Wilhelmy paintings you're ever going to see. And when he was a kid growing up in Montana, Roundup, Montana, you could see wild horses everywhere, but they're all gone. Tell you what I'm going to do. Ashley, this is too cheap. I'm going to put a conservative retail. $85,000. That's conservative. This, yeah, $85,000 retail, Matt. That is conservative, conservative, conservative. Oh, this is too cheap, Ashley. $4,500 to open. $250 increments after we get the open. You don't need to frame it because all the sides are painted as well. Look how large this is. You hang this on your wall, and the sides are painted for you. It is absolutely stunning. $4,500 to open on one of the largest Wilhelmies I've had in a long time. Okay. Oh, that's too cool. Look at that. Look at those horses. Oh, that is look at that 2023 Gregory Wilhelmy. Okay. You are verifying? Someone say verifying? No, okay. Here's what I am going to do. Oh, right here. 2017. Desert Sunrise, Gregory Wilhelmy. Original acrylic on canvas board. Desert Sunrise. The breathtaking announcement of a new day in the Sonora Desert. The weather forecast is 107 degrees on this day, according to the TV lady. This was a study for a larger commission painting for the Fort Irwin Hospital in California. And if you look at this, here's a picture of the Fort Irwin Hospital. And there is a larger one. This was just a study that he sat out in the 107 degrees and painted. Actually, that's $18,000. Look at that. We'll put that. What's the item number on this? 2917. Retail $17,000 minimum. I hope people are watching me. Start at zero, $250 increments. I want to see what happens. Patty's getting ready to knife me because Patty loves this painting. She has been gravitating towards this painting. I'm starting at zero. Juanita. I got to check the phone lines at this point. Are you the person that gave that poor man liquid death? Not you? Tell that imbecile it takes 19 minutes and he'll be dead. Thank you. No open once. I started zero. On one of the greatest Wilhelmy paintings you could ever come across. Zero going once. This is crazy. Nuts. I'm going to take this down and run. All right. No open once. No open twice. Fair. And final, no open warning. This painting's down for the count. Oh, that would have gone too cheap. You are right, Patty. So, did they hang up when I took it down for the count? Starting at zero, $250 increment. I can see some of the hazards a company would have naming a product Liquid Death. Sparkling waters straight from the Alps, which I believe says scalps. Do they want to open? 250 has been bid. This is one of the prettiest Wilhelmies It's unbelievable. 17,000 retail. Is that a flash flood warning?
Yeah, both my phones are going off. Because I live in the valley, so there's a flash warning.
No, it's a product recall of liquid death. All right, I got 250. Anybody else? Hang on, folks, because I had taken it down. Are you guys kidding me tonight?
Yes,
500 has been bid. 500. This is 17,000. We're at 500. Oh my goodness. The lady on TV says it's going to be 107 that day. Look at that. I'm at $500. How many bidders do I have?
2. I have 2.
2 bidders? Okay.
Let me see if they want to go 7.
Oh, they gotta go 750. And I'm gonna start gulping the liquid death. Hey, Wilson, I could do a commercial for this. Unhappy with your spouse or loved one? Oh, don't take it personally. And don't hire somebody else. All you need is an aluminum can of liquid death. I'm going to do it. I'm at 500 looking for 750. $500. Going once. This is too cheap. $500. Going twice. Fair. Final warning. All in. All said. Is that it, Ashley? Gone. Too cheap. I'll tell you what I'm going to show next. Okay. This right here. Bristol Cone Pine, 2002. Oldest tree on earth. Original oil on panel. Great Basin National Park, Nevada. The struggle to survive for 5,000 years has created the dramatic twist and tortured beauty of the Bristol Cone Pines. There it is, oldest tree on earth. Yeah, I got a Novaro. I got all kinds of good stuff. I wonder what kind of product testing they go through with liquid death. Patty, you've never had a liquid death?
Never heard of it, no.
I hadn't heard of it before either. That's how dumb I am. I drank it. Well, I've drunk about a third of it. One Adam 12, show host down. Hollywood, California. Possible poisoning. Ashley S. gave the man a can of liquid death. Said it will quench his thirst. Actually, she said it will murder his thirst. All right. Tell you what, make me some offers on this, folks. Make me some offers on the oldest tree in the world, according to. Yeah. 2893. Then I'm going to sell some Peter Max, Novaro. That is beautiful. What part of that painting do you find the most interesting, Wilson? Say what?
What'd you just say?
I asked Wilson what part of the painting he finds the most interesting. Uh-oh, I see why they call it liquid death. This can traveled a long way. You know, this was bottled in Chernobyl. No, it says right there, bottled in Chernobyl. No, it doesn't. All right, I'll tell you what. Oh, this is too cheap, but $750 to open, $200 increments once we get the open. Tell you what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. No interest in this. Okay, here's what I'm going to do right now. Now, tell you what, I got an idea. It's probably not a good one. Fury on the High Plains. Located in south central Montana and northern Wyoming, home to one of the few wild horse herds in the United States. The fierceness, freedom, and beauty of the horses is inspiring to see. It's called Fury on the High Plains. Signed on the front, signed on the back. Do people love this painting as much as I do? Yeah, look at that. That is unbelievable. What breed of horse is the white horse? Who was that had Hi Ho Silver, the Lone Ranger? All right. What breed is the taller black horse? Black Stallion. Maybe they're just good friends and they're dancing, Wilson. Have you ever seen horses dance, Ashley? I have a painting right here. What? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I had this. I'm going to lower this. No, I'm not. Anybody interested in this? Because this is a museum painting. This hung. I believe, no, this hasn't hung in a museum. He just painted this in 2023. One of the most incredible Wilhelmies. All right, I am going to move this away. And Matt, you're sure, 100%, there's no way I can show, even when I have the disc, I can't show one of my little docudramas. I think the water,
They're just horsing around.
they're just horsing around. Hey, Matt, have you ever drunk that water before? Liquid Death? Oh, yes? Okay. Make me some offers. This is an amazing painting. And here's what I am going to show you now. If you can get your hands on one of these, they are all out. Peter Max right here. You see the bottom. The registration number, painted in 2010, 14 years ago. This is an original, unique original Peter Max. Love Original. The official title is Lot of Love. Very early registration number, 250370. Now, Peter Max is one of the greatest pop artists of all time. He's 80, how old is he, 86 or 87? 86. I want to show you some quotes on Peter Max of this caliber. I had this one like it was my favorite Peter Max. Angel with Heart. Look at that, original. Retail 80, asking price 61,000. And that was 12 years ago. I brought it in and sold it. Never been able to find anything close ever again. Here is Neon Man in Blue. 12 years ago, 62,000. Here is Peter Max in his high limit room in Manhattan. That was probably 25 years ago. Peter Max is pop art. Peter Max, with Lee Iacocca's help, raised $331 million to reopen the Statue of Liberty. I used to come here a year ago, 2 years, 3 years ago, and show you Liberty's face or Liberty's this. They're all out. They tell me now if they ever come across one, which they do not have, it's going to have tripled in price. This is one of the prettiest hearts, acrylic on paper. A lot of love you're ever going to see. And what I can do, I got a price in mind. $115,000 is what they want on cruise ships. I was told by some people high up in the Peter Max organization, this is the last lot of love they have, and I'm ever going to get on the West Coast. I got a special price. Yeah, $115,000. You don't believe me? Take a cruise. Take a cruise. They'll get you all liquored up. I got a special price for Mr. M if he's watching. Got a special price. It's not going to be $115,000. It's not going to be $100,000. It's not going to be $50,000, $40,000, $30,000, $20,000. No one in the country can do this. It's not even going to be 10,000. It's not going to be 9, 8. Ooh, this is tough to do. It's one of the hottest Peter market, the Peter Max markets. He's out. They're out. Peter Max Graphics. Peter Max, I believe his daughter Libra is now in charge of the conservatory for him. But I'm not 100% sure. I'll tell you what. If you're interested, give me a call. You're on the phone. Is that to the paramedics about the water you fed me? Saying, how long could he possibly live? And whose fault would it be if I dropped dead, Wilson? No, it's mine. I didn't have to open up a bottle called Liquid Death. Murder your thirst with the skull on it.
Have you seen All About Eve?
Say what?
All About Eve?
All About Eve? I've seen that movie. It's a very good movie. It's a little strange. It's a lot strange. All right, call me if you are interested. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I got to move some art. Okay. I am going to get in more trouble than you guys can ever believe. You don't believe me, but I am. Look at that. I'm going to get in so much trouble. I shouldn't say it because I'm going to have a couple calls, Patty. But I'm going to get in more trouble than you could ever imagine. You don't believe me. I'm going to get in trouble with Gregory. I'm going to get in trouble with the owner of the network. I'm going to get in trouble with everybody. They could only yell at me once, right? All right, here's what I'm going to do. Ashley, if this doesn't sell, I give up. I quit. No mas, no mas. Tell you what, are you ready for this? I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this. I hope you're out there. Watch this, Ashley, and don't ever do this. $2,500 to open. $200 increments once we get the open. You have no idea how much trouble I am going to get in for one of the largest Wilhelmies ever painted for me. Yeah. You got an $85,000 retail painting in a gallery. I'm going to open it for $2,500. And I'm going to get the open. I can feel it. That is a monster of a painting. That'd be a good question. If I keeled over, would it have been liquid death or nicotine gum poisoning? Or maybe Matt and Ashley thought ahead and said, you know, we hear that if you mix liquid death, sparkling water from the Alps, with 4 milligram nicotine gum, they got no chance. No one's going to open on this for $2,500. You guys are killing me. All right, I'm going to sit down here. Oh. Have you ever seen anybody fall off the stage here, Wilson? Nobody? Ashley did, right? Ashley fell off the stage. Folks, at $2,500 for one of the largest Gregory Wilhelmies I have ever had that is so unbelievable. If you, oh my goodness, look at the two horses, wild horses. 2,500 to open it should be 25,000 times 3. And I'm sitting here looking for 2,500, not 25,000, not 50,000. Oh my goodness. No, open once. No, open twice. Fair. And final warning. At 2,500. They hate me. Mr. S, Mrs. D, Mr. and Mrs. R. That's an amazing Gregory Wilhelmi. I mean, they have no idea how much trouble I'm getting in even putting it up at 2,500. Okay. I know what I'm going to move to. Florida. I'm just joking. I lived there. Long story. I was a car wreck in Florida. Knocked me senseless. I didn't even wake up for a day, over a day. I went on an interview to Indian River Community College. Got hit by a drunk lady driving the wrong way on a freeway. Didn't even wake up for a day. I just have a memory of a guy putting me on a gurney. And then they made me go to the interview. I did that the night before the interview. Was in the hospital for 4 days, and they wouldn't give me my ticket home unless I came and interviewed. And I said, so you want me here? Well, I'm going to tell you, yes, thank you for letting me see you. I don't want the damn job. I just want a ticket, so I'm here to tell you, give it to somebody else. All right. Okay. I got a price in mind. This could be the last unique original Peter Max State of the World form I ever get my hands on. Done, finished in 2010. Has the Max registration number. And here's what I'm going to do. Ashley, you know all the customers. Who is going to buy this? I mean, I can psychically do that. I don't know if I can, after drinking liquid death, I don't know if I should psychically summon a customer, but I could. I got a special price in mind. Oh, I got a special price. This picture of the Earth done by Peter Max is actually one of the most famous images he ever did. And 30 years ago, 40 years ago, he came out with some signed and numbered silk screens. I believe they were editions of 250. They were $12,000 each, and there were 250 in the edition. That is an original, a one-of-a-kind, unique original, acrylic on paper, custom framed, with a Peter Max cert, well, Barry Chappell cert, a Peter Max registration number, 317206 is his registration number. I got a price in mind, Ashley. It's so cheap I can't even say it on the air. I really can't. Now, Ashley, I'm going to turn this off. and tell you what I'm thinking. She doesn't have any weapons on her, does she, Patty? Yeah. Never know is what Giuliani says. And that's saying a lot, because how's Romeo doing? What? Who? Yeah. I don't know anybody named Romeo anymore. All right, hang on. I got to turn this mic off for a second. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you a price. Tell me what you think. I just texted you the...
What? Huh?
Yes.
Huh? No, don't do it. Don't.
Will Jack get mad at me?
No. I say no.
No. Ashley's saying never, never, never. All right, you better call Patty, because I have, Patty or Giuliani, I got a price so cheap just to own it. If you don't love it, send it back. You won't, because you'll find out these are $115,000 on the cruise ships. This is most likely the last one of the World's Forum I'm ever going to get. I got a price. Should I say it on TV or should I make him call? Because I got a price that is so cheap. I already told Ashley. They don't like me anymore, Wilson. The day came. But I've done this for 33 years. You guys have put up with me for a third of a century. That's scary. Are you texting? What do they think about that price? I'm going to tell everybody. This is a unique, original Peter Max acrylic on paper. $115,000 on the cruise ships. Don't believe me? Take a cruise. You can probably take several of them with the amount of money I'm going to save you tenfold. Tell you what I'm going to do. This is too cheap. That is an original Peter Max with the registration number, all the markings. And you can see from the white stars he put on there. Tell you what I'm going to do. This is too cheap. $5,800 to open. I said it on TV. $5,800. It's $115,000 on cruise ships. They told me this is the last one I'm ever going to get of this title because it's the last one they have. What did they say, Patty?
They just wanted to know, but then you put it up.
Oh, that is so cheap, folks. $115,000 on Park West Auctions. And I got it up for $5,800. Call me. Let me know what you're thinking. Yes, I have a Novaro. I have all kinds of stuff. Let me know what they're thinking. That's too cheap. Folks, if you got a chance, if you get a chance, just Google search. This title, Peter Max. Not a poster, not a signed and numbered one of 200 or 500. A unique original. You're going to see these up for 70, 80,000. They're going to tell you paid 115,000. Must part with 94,000. I just put a price up so cheap, and I didn't auction it. I priced it. If you don't love it, call us up, send it back. You'll love it, because this is probably the last one the people at Max told me I'm ever going to get. This is one of the few archive pieces they still had left. So take a look at that. You're talking about a huge original Peter Max State of the World Forum original. Done in 2010, 14 years ago. Any interest? Unbelievable. What do they say? You know, on a couple colors, we've worked 2 payment deals or 3 payments. We can make stuff happen, but what do they say? Nothing? Nobody? No one's interested in this? Ay, 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 ay. How would Lucille Ball say it? Ay, 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 ay. That's Ricky Ricardo, yes. Hey, Lucy. All right. Well, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this over. That was too cheap. Matt, don't show that price again. Because what I'm going to do is a trick I learned from James J. Mapes. What I'm going to make you do, whatever price you thought you saw it at, Wilson, you think you know what I had up for? All right? Now try this, because this is straight from James J. Mapes. Are you ready for this, Patty? Do you think you knew what I had it up for? You can't remember. Poof, it's gone. Matter of fact, if you even think you know what it is, Wilson, and you say it, you won't be able to get it out of your mouth right. Tell him, Juanita. All right. Any other interest? All right, I'm going to sell this right now. Which one? 228 or 275?
Oh, I'm gonna find this on the web.
Or, but be sure and tell them, look at this. A Turn to Autumn 2021 original oil on canvas board. Look at that. That is as cool as it gets. Who do you have online? How are they doing?
He wasn't too big, but you kept talking about him, so I called him for you.
Well, hello, Rick. How are you? How is your lovely wife? Is she feeling okay? Because I had a piece for you. I still have it. And this is so cool. This is one of the largest Gregory Wilhelmis you ever going to get a chance on. And oh, look at this. I'm going to swap this one out. Ooh, look at this. This is where, look at that. This right here, Fury on the High Plains, the Pryor Mountains located in south central Montana and northern Wyoming are home to one of the few wild horse herds in the United States. The fierceness, freedom, and beauty of the horses is inspiring to see. Fury on the High Plains. I got a special. I know we had up for $4,500, but for the R's, I got a special price. What's that? 2913. And I know Rick and Melanie would love the story behind this one too. Rick, are you an Evel Knievel fan? This is the bar in Butte, Montana that Evel Knievel used to hang out at. And that's why it's titled Where Evil Dwells. I'm going to work some deals here. Is he interested in Peter Max? Say what? I am going to take this down. Look at this. This is a really famous painting that Gregory Wilhelmy painted. It's entitled Where Evil Dwells, but it's not evil, the devil. It's Evel Knievel, who was born and raised in Butte, Montana. And this was the bar that Evel Knievel would go to. And Gregory Wilhelmy painted it, and that's why it's entitled Where Evil Dwells. He's talking about where Evel Knievel as a teenager and young man would hang out. $1,200, and you can own it right now. And that is one cool painting. And I have some Peter Maxes.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you. Okay.
What happened? Well, here's one. And here's what I am going to do also. Stay. I'm going to sell this one right here, right now, because I'm going to get in trouble no matter what I do. I got Peter Max 2010 original. Unique, one of a kind on paper. Acrylic on paper. And if Melvin is watching, he was very interested in the heart. I'm going to make that happen too. All right. Melvin called me. Rick, call me. It's up to you guys. I'm running out of time. People don't like the horses. Here is one of the greatest pop artists that ever has lived. 70, 85. How old is Peter Max? 86. Last one Peter Max Graphics said they have. This is one of the few archives that they kept around. I got it. You know, this on a cruise ship, $115,000. It's up to you guys. I'm giving it all I got. Tell you what, start at zero, $500 increments. An auction on this. Start at zero, $500 increments. You got $115,000. The last archive piece that I could ever get. Here it is. I know. We'll get it.
PrimeTime, I'm gonna help you.
That's not what I said.
No, I know. Peter Max, 2010. Starting at zero. I need $500 increments. I got $115,000 Peter Max here.
Open at 500.
500. Hang on, let's see. We are verifying. We are at 500. 1,000 has been bid. This is 115,000 on the cruise ships. I'm at $1,000. We're at 1,000. $1,500, thank you. Oh, I got a lot of cool stuff. Verify.
It's already at 15. Yeah. 2,000.
2,000. I can't buy this for 2,000. I couldn't even offer 2,000.
Did you want to do 25? Okay. 25.
25.
Yeah, I'm doing two phones. They have 25.
This is $115,000 on the cruise lines. And I was told this is one of the last archive pieces. He painted this in 2010. Here is Peter Max's daughter. And I got to get this, I'm not 100% sure, but her name is Libra Max. And I think she's now in charge of the consortium. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. But it was a long story, and where Peter Max couldn't sell his work. He wasn't allowed. The kids weren't allowed to visit their dad. Like, if she wanted to visit her dad, she could only visit him for 3 hours in the city, in a park. It was a long story. It all started with his ex-wife that something happened, and long story. Nothing bad from Peter, but he just couldn't see his kids. All right.
Yeah, no, you already have 25. 3,000.
3,000.
Yeah, they paid 3,000.
Yes, and I got all kinds of other stuff.
You want to do 35? Okay, 35.
3,500. This is $115,000 on a cruise ship. They told me, for the all practical purposes of Max Graphics, this is the last one. This is one they were holding back at archive.
Okay, so you want to do 4,000? Okay, they just did 4,000. I know.
115,000.
I know. I mean, you want to do one more? It's just you and another bidder. 45.
45. Yes.
Yeah,
So the Novaro is sold. Okay.
5.
5,000.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah, it's just.
500.
Are you out or you want to do? Okay. Thank you. Enjoy the show. One bidder.
One bidder at 5,500. That is too cheap. That is too cheap. $5,500. Oh, still have the, oh yeah, the Sasha Bassaris. 5,500. Going once, Juanita. You're going to get to meet, hopefully, Pretty Boy Floyd. My mom keeps calling me from Hawaii saying, you got to put your dog on TV. I said, Mom, I got to drive Pretty Boy Floyd to Hollywood. And I got to make sure that he doesn't poop on the floor. He won't, unless provoked. Down to one bidder. Oh my goodness. 5,500 going once. 5,500 going twice. Fair. And final warning. Oh, this is too cheap. Last one I'm ever going to get. All in. All said. Sold. Congratulations. Now, let me ask this. Can you show the Sasha Basari? Because I got 3 left.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he can.
All right, Matthew. I want to show just a little bit about Sasha Basari. Before you show it, I want to tell you about it. Because we framed all these up. Sasha Basari, I believe, is signing a deal or Satachi Online. This is me and Sasha Basari in 2013, 2012, right there, maybe 2011. And that is in St. Petersburg, Russia. This is Sasha Basari. This is Sasha Basari's late cat. It was a cool cat. He attacked the heck out of me, Wilson. And Sasha warned me. I said, Sasha, cats love me. He says, be careful. No, no. I said, oh, watch this. He's purring, and then he attacked the heck out of me. Wrapped himself around me. And that's the architecture of St. Petersburg. Every building has something. It's an art city. This is the roof of the Hermitage, one of the greatest museums on the planet. They allow Sasha Basari and some of his friends to sell art to raise money for the stray dogs and cats of the Hermitage. Here's Satachi Online right here, 15,000, and we're talking 2012. 15,000. They are going to, Sasha will not get in an airplane. Here is one from 2011. Might have been 2011 when I went there. 2011 or 2012. Look at that. There's one right there. 15,000. Satachi Online. Fortunately, Sasha Basari can take a train from St. Petersburg all the way to London. That's what his show on the Hermitage looked like, the roof of it. Every penny went to the stray cats and dogs. What Sasha Basari does better than anybody is he paints paintings where they know you. In other words, look at this boy. Look in his eyes. That boy knows you. That bird knows you. I only have 3 left, and we frame these up. They're 35,000. Look at this. Russian canvas, everything. Ashley, could you bring me the other 2? Because I got a blowout price. We have framed them up. This is the Sasha Basari. Look at that. Is that Trifort hat? What? Yes. 3-cornered hat. I'm going to let Wilson pan them. And what I'm thinking about doing, Matt, is running like 8 or 10 minutes of it, just so they get a sense of who Sasha Basari is. Let me tell you something, folks. In Russia today, Sasha Basari painted a style known as gentle surrealism. Now, what's so amazing about Sasha Basari is, look into this boy's eyes, Wilson. Look into that boy's eyes. He knows you. You know him. It's the most uncanny deal you've ever seen. I'm going to show you 5 minutes of a little film I made on Sasha Basari. And then I'm going to sell the last 3 I have. take a look at this.
I would describe my work and myself as a catcher of the silence, because the main thing that I want to express is that stillness and different gradations of it. Festive stillness, twilight stillness, and lyrical stillness. Art is a thing I cannot live without. In my mind, I have this need to paint, and that's what I do. If I'm not painting for a week, I feel like I'm not alive. I need something to do. I even paint on vacations because I just cannot live any other way. I started to draw when I was a kid. First, it was in the kindergarten, then in school, then at the studio, and I never doubted it. It was always a sure thing. So at the age of 15, I attended art school. I always knew that I would become an artist. It was in my subconscious. Then I attended the College of Art at Nizhny Novgorod. That was a very fun period of my life, because we were getting a lot of new experiences in art. We were learning from each other and competing at the same time. In college, I was the only one who was painting something outside of the course. I would stay up late at the studio and paint and paint. One day, we did an outdoor painting of a still life setup. Everybody drew it the way it's supposed to be drawn, but I did it my way. I drew it from the perspective of the grass, so the subject was far away on the canvas. I was ridiculed by my teacher for that, but I was doing what I really wanted. I wanted to observe the magical world of plants, the world of beauty that is created from almost nothing. I wasn't fighting against the Soviet system. I was fighting against my teachers at the art school. They wanted me to draw like they were doing it, but I wanted to do it my way. They reprimanded me, but they had to deal with it. In my last grade, they almost kicked me out of the school, but then they finally decided to leave me alone. After that, I went to study at the Academy of Fine Arts in St. Petersburg. I studied monumental painting. We studied mosaic, murals, stained glass, and other courses. When I was young, I got interested in Buddhism. I read lots of books about Chan Buddhism and Zen Buddhism. Then I forgot it completely, but there was something that was left inside of me. That sense of silence and pause stayed in my inner condition. It's so strange that some people see it in my work, because I'm not instilling that into my paintings intentionally. There are a lot of places in St. Petersburg that I love, the whole downtown area. When I was studying in the Academy of Fine Arts, I liked to go to Tavritsky Garden, Summer Garden, and the Fontanka River embankment, with all those beautiful houses there. Ever since I started working in the studio, I go on a walk every day to the Pier and Pole Fortress. This is my favorite place in the city, because here you can see and smell the Neva River, and there is a great view on the old St. Petersburg, the Hermitage Museum and places like that. I love this place the most right now. I also like the Nikolsky Cathedral area, it's very beautiful over there. The characters I use for my works are existing among us. They're just normal people, but I see something in them. Something that catches my eye when I walk past them. Something clicks in my head when I see somebody's look, or spirituality, or aura. It catches my mind right away. It can be a character from this world, but he brings something from that other world. There is something unique in the person or character. I'm like an antenna, like any other artist. I'm just receiving signals. Before I'm going to start to work on a piece, I must feel the passion to paint. That's why I need something to push me to do it. Usually, I just sit on the couch and stare at the canvas in front of me. It can go like that for days, until something will inspire me. Because I can't paint without it. That's why my mind is always tuned to receive that impulse. It may come from anywhere, and when it comes, I start to paint. The process is on. The small details inside of my head are coming together to form one picture. I never use a pencil on a canvas. First, I paint it over, and then I start to dig things out from the chaos. Like a sculptor starts to shape a stone, I do the same with the brush. Sometimes that stone cracks, so I have to paint it over again. And then something starts to come out from that other world. It's like magic. I'm trying to reflect the sense of stillness and calm in all of my work. I'm trying to pause the world. It's a view from the inside or from the outside. It's hard to explain. It's like an entrance to something transcendental. Well, there is this condition in my soul, and no matter what I'm painting, my characters need to reflect that inner condition, that sense I have. Until I feel that, the painting is not finished. For example, when I'm finishing my painting, right when I see that it's turning out, I get that sense of eternity and a pure happiness. At that time, nothing exists for me anymore. Nothing at all. But, of course, it's an illusion. It's an instant moment, but a very happy one.
They sell in Moscow, and they want to bring Sasha. He will not fly, Wilson. He had some bad experiences in his life in the military. He doesn't want to fly. So he can take a train. They're going to have some huge shows for him, is what I only have 3 of these. Saatchi Online gets at least 35,000, some more. This is a hit, if you ask me. They all are. But I got a special price. We framed all 3 of them up. I love, you can see the Russian canvas, everything. So let's put BC 2813 up. This, to me, was a showstopper. And I'm not going to auction. I'm just going to price them. If you don't love them, send them back. You won't, because you'll do some research and see how gentle surrealism done by Sasha Basari is changing the way they look at art and teach art in Russia. He graduated with a college degree from the Pushkin Academy. They got a master's degree from the St. Petersburg Academy of Art. This is $35,000 on Saatchi Online. But right now, if you buy it, it's $1,595 framed. And the one right down here, one of the most interesting ones, Wilson, look into the eyes of that boy. Look into that. $35,000 by the leading Russian art dealer that's online, Saatchi. They're in London, they're in Moscow, they're all throughout. They want $1,595. And this last one, the park, is beyond belief. That is the bottom price. I framed them up. Take a look at this. Look into the eyes of that girl. What do you see? She knows you. It's one of the most uncanny things I've ever seen in 33 years of being on TV. You can stare at that girl. She'll be talking to you. She will be talking to you loud and clear, telling you a story. It's the weirdest thing. Even the little pigeon will be talking to you. At $1,595, if you don't love it, send them back. You won't, because you'll see what every Sasha Basari on the planet is going for. I only have these 3. Please give me a call. This is magic, folks. Magic. And if you're on the fence, grab that tricorn hat. Wilson, that is one of the strongest Sasha Bassaris I have ever seen. Look at that. That is a deal. Not 15,000, not 35,000, not 5,500 unframed 20 years ago in a Florida gallery. $1,595 for one. You want to buy two? I'll sharpen my pencil. I'll make something happen. But if there's any way you can get a Sasha Bassari, I'm telling you, billionaires buy his work in Russia. He is gentle surrealism. They talk to you. And if there's a Wilhelmi you like, let me know. Oh, folks, look at this pink color of the sleeve. I'd be all over that. The touch of hot pink we put on the beak, the corner of the eyes. It is, without a doubt, one of the greatest Sasha Bassaris painted in 2023. Oh, that is amazing. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to move these aside, Ashley. Somebody wants to make an offer on all three. All right, we have a call. Maybe they're going to buy all three. And you know what I've learned tonight, Wilson? Because I am too superstitious, I am never wearing a paisley handkerchief again with a paisley tie. Paisley is now out. Patty, don't ever let me wear paisley. If I come in with this paisley tie, just get some scissors, cut it off. Which one are they interested in? Ashley, you got one of these? No. Okay, I'm going to move these aside. That would have been a heck of a deal at $15.95, but thank you. I am going to move these away. When you look at surrealism done by Salvador Dali and so many others, it gets a little strange. Sasha Bassari, it is weird. They do talk to you. But he is showing you gentle surrealism. But I wanna show one last thing right now. And boy, guard those Bassaris. once this show with Saatchi in London happens, they got the marketing arm and everything else. I am going to put up my last Peter Max. And I got to tell you, a lot of love. This is one of the largest dealers in LA. And Ashley will tell you, she speaks with this guy just like I do. Is he under stress right now, Ashley?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're all gone. People, they're gone. They say, hey, we'll get one from Max International, and they never get it. And here is the last Love. It's actually entitled Lot of Love, with a very early registration number. This is the last one I can ever get. They're out. Everybody's out. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I will entertain offers. And I know a couple of people have thought about it. And Melvin, if you're thinking about a piece, this is it. This is stunning. I've owned Peter Max hearts before, but this is the most vibrant heart I have ever seen. It was probably put away in 2002, and they sold everything, and they were going through the archives. That's why when Peter Max does do inventory, sometimes you see different numbers. It's because they didn't count it or something happened. This is a 250370 Peter Max number. 115,000 on a cruise ship at auction. And I love this heart. That is the coolest combination of yellows, greens, magenta, reds, purples, pinks. He nailed it. Call me up, folks. We'll pull up the graphics on this. I got to make that announcement. And you can tell them that too, Giuliani. If you're watching me in China, I did not hang this upside down. It's just you're on the other side of the planet, so it looks like it's upside down. Now, what you can do, I've been told, is turn your TV upside down and it looks normal. Is that correct, Wilson? You're confused by that? Ay, 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 ay. I got a special price. Call me up. It's 115,000 on cruise ships. And if you want to make another deal where I sell you, put together a deal where you give one of the last heart, they even told me at Max Graphics, this is the last one you're ever going to get, Barry. I think they did mention this was done in 2002 or something like that. And if you want a deal on the Peter Max, couple Wilhelmies, just give me a call. To quote Ross Perot, I'm all ears. Who Ross Perot is?
I think so.
Yeah, he ran for president, and no, but he was he had a computer company, and George Bush was already president. Bush won, and then he caused him a primary, and the long story short is Bush lost to Clinton. All right, call me. I'm going to make you a package deal. I only have about 20 minutes left. Gregory Wilhelmi, we can't play it tonight, but he is my cowboy artist. Which one? Yeah, I'll work you a deal. Oh, I got a special price on those horses. And that heart, that is what Peter Max is most famous for. The Peter Max heart. Statue of Liberty is probably the most, but I don't know if you remember about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was selling smaller. They weren't 30 by 40s. They were 20 by 24, 28. Now they tell me those are 3 times more, and they don't have but 2 or 3 of the images still left. They're out of Peter Max. So to get a large 30 by 40 Peter Max heart, or let me see the actual 46 by 34. Oh, that's something. Yeah. It's not going to be 95, 85. It's not even going to be 75. Just call me up. If you want the Fury on the High Plains, call me up. I am willing to wheel and deal. Some of these Wilhelmis, museum artist, call me. Oh, I got an idea. But none of your ideas have worked tonight, Barry. Well, we found out one thing. You can drink liquid death on TV and it can't kill you in an hour. That might be an hour and 1 minute. Call me. Here, I'm going to move over here. Talk to me, folks. I've been doing this for 33 years. If I'm still alive after drinking liquid death and I'm on the air on June 21st, worst day of the year to be on TV. In 2024, I will be starting my 34th year on TV. Call me. Make me some offers. Let's clear the 3 paintings we have right here. And that Where Evil Dwells. To have a painting of Evel Knievel, the one and only Robert Crane Knievel. The bar he hung out in Butte, Montana, done by the legendary artist Gregory Wilhelmi, 79 years young. Call me. And if you want a couple, here, I'm going to make a 3. I can feel it. Someone's going to call here, Ashley. Tell you of all the Basaris I have left, the one that is driving me crazy, only because since I met Sasha Basari, I have watched Basaris go for all kinds of money. I mean, some for more than you can ever imagine. I think the Marquette oil painting to an edition we created went for 27,000 on one of my shows. This is one of the strongest Sasha Bassaris I've ever seen. So call me. Let's make a package deal. Let's make a deal on anything. I'm only got about 15 minutes left. Call me. I'd be all over these horses. I don't know what else to say. What song was that? Call me. Who was it? Blondie. And how'd the song go? Yeah, you got it, Ashley. Ashley, I'm going to put you on for 5 minutes. Yeah, because they're sick of me.
Are they sick of you?
I don't know, probably. Now, do you
You're
think...
sick of Mary calling.
No, you'll jam the lines. Do you think there's... What do you think of my mom? She really wants me to bring Pretty Boy Floyd on TV. But that seems like a lot for a little dog.
Look at how good Juanita is.
Juanita's great, but you're talking about bringing a dog. Well, how much does Juanita weigh?
She's 15 pounds.
Yeah.
15 pounds.
Yeah, well, sell these. And look at that. Do you see this right here?
Okay, I need some help, guys. Call
Do
me.
you see this? Do you see how heavy acrylic?
I do.
I mean, this is 115,000 on a cruise ship.
Happy
No-
Wednesday, everybody, from wet California. It has been wet these last couple of days, since Sunday, actually. Non-stop rain. We did have a break today. Oh, I forgot. I'm not a weather forecast. I'm selling art. Okay, so let's go back to art. Let's not lose our mind. Wait, hold on. Let me see where I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this right here. I didn't plan on putting on a mic today. Okay, so Tricorn Hat, Heart by Peter Max. Fury on the High Plains. All right, we do have several paintings left for tonight.
I could make somebody.
Get a call in. We do have off-air prices.
Yeah,
I
could
know
make
all
them
of
a
them.
Deal on all three of those.
Oh, okay.
That they would go, get out of here.
Oh, okay. So Barry wants me to tell you that he has an off-air deal on all three of these that you guys are going to say, get out of here.
Can't be real, and it is.
So you would get a Basari, an original Basari, an original Wilhelmy. I always say that wrong. Sorry. And a Peter Max, original, unique original. Are you coming?
This is the last balloon of Matt's. Do you want to pop it?
I don't want to pop
I
it.
don't either.
Barry probably wants to pop a
No.
balloon right now.
Matt, either get the...
Well, we got
Wilhelmine
Juliana's
back-
birthday coming up next.
What?
Juliana's birthday is coming up next, a week from today.
All right, Giuliani.
She was born on Love Day. So if any of you want to purchase this heart for Juliana, call in. Right? She would love that as a gift. Really, she would. She's a big Peter Max fan. Oh, Juanita likes it too. Did you want to bring Juanita up and show everybody Juanita? She's a little camera shy. She was in the snow all day. She took Juanita to the snow. Oh, see, now I'm doing it. I'm talking about dogs. Is it? Oh, I bet it is. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, is everybody having a good night? Is that too close? All right. I know the price on this, but he says he could do even better if you call in right now. You not only get this, you get the original Wilhelmy, and you get an original Basari tricorn hat, which was actually, to be honest, my favorite one of the group. Everybody else's has sold, huh? And mine's still here.
I bet that
Look
was
at
the
him.
first one sold, too.
Did you? Yeah. We were on the same page, huh? And now look at that frame that they're put in. We've just been talking about the framing. It just really brought the coloring out.
I got a
The skies. Oh, what am I getting? So I guess
for these two on the bottom.
Oh. So.
Don't pass out. That one and that one. The Basari
Okay.
for both.
Okay. Do you want me to say it on air?
Yeah, but I gotta walk away because I'm leaving. I need to wear the ribbon of shame.
Okay, so I just got permission to sell these two right here that Wilson is showing. Well, you gotta call me. You thought I was gonna say it, but I did not say it. You have to call me. I have to hear the phone rings. The home phone ring.
It's cheap.
You could call me on my cell. I have it right here. Multitasker, remember? Okay. Good night, Mr. S. He's just said good night.
Has Mr. S, has he not called in? Does he not want the Peter Mine?
Not yet. Not yet. Sending love to West Virginia, to Michael and Cleo. Whoa. Saying hi to Paul in New York. Mr. DNC. Saying hi to you. Got to call in. Look at these horses. Just horsing around, as Mr. M said. We got to make some deals. So if you have a price in mind, just call, text, tell us what you want us to do. We're yours tonight. Barry's on the phones tonight. Barry's ready to answer the phone calls. We switched spots. He did one of his telepathical episodes on me, and now I'm here and he's there. So call in. Call in. If you want if you want me to move on from these three, I can. I just need to know. Did you see Grenko's Gate? Or
Or Evil
Knievel. Yeah. Oh, and we still have Autumn's a turn to Autumn. Should we do auctions? Should we? Time is running out. Time is running out. Maybe we should just move on from these and do an auction.
Which one would you auction?
I think I'm gonna auction. Autumn. But I won't start as low as you, so maybe you should.
Where would you auction the two horses? Where would you?
Oh, this one? I don't know. They have to call in and show. Tell me if they, tell me where they're thinking. Because you've already started so low. We could start tricorn hat out.
I got it.
Okay, Barry's got a deal. Give me 1 second. Let me see what he. I'll be right back. I promise.
Okay. Folks call me. I'm so reasonable. I'm so easy. Like I've said many times before, put me in high heel shoes under a street lamp. I'm ready to wheel and deal. I only got 10 minutes on the nose left. Call me. Just give me a call. And I think this is one of the most valuable paintings. I mean, when you got a Gregory Wilhelmi, ooh. Look how he paints the clouds behind those two horses. What Gregory Wilhelmi does is show you how the West has changed. 40 years ago when he was younger, there would be places where there were tons of wild horses roaming. Now you're down to just one or two. Sasha Basari being picked up or possibly picked up by Satoshi Online at $1,595 for tricorn hat. And this, Peter Max, I believe was done in 2002. Right there, one of the earliest ones. And nobody believes me. You say it's 115,000. They go, no, it didn't take a cruise. We've had a lot of people call in that did take a cruise. They go, it was even more. So I will negotiate. I'll do whatever you want, but I only have 8 minutes left. Call me. Is Mr. S interested in any of these?
I'll ask him.
Ask Mr. S. Yeah. Barbara, if you're out there. Mr. K. I'd be all over this. That's going to be the last love. A lot of love. I'm going to get my hands on. No one believes me until they're actually out. Then they go, they see the prices go up, and they go, I want one. I go, you don't have any anymore. So, folks, any last deals? I got a deal for Mr. S. If he wants this and this. $7 minutes. I think Jack's going to invite me back next week, or is he going to say, what do you see in there? Any interest, Ashley? And for Mr. S. Okay. My name's Barry Chappell. I am a guest here at PrimeTime Shopping Network. I've known Jack a while.
For the horses?
What's that?
For the horses.
Just the horses. I'm going to gallop over there. I'm galloping. Watch this. Lord, that is an original Gregory Walmy, a museum artist. That's too cheap. I'm getting so much trouble from Gregory and everybody else.
What about the Peter Max, the heart?
Tell them this is so cheap. All right, I'm going to have to whisper this.
No, California.
That is the last lot of love I'm ever going to get. I know the Peter... Did you... Hey. All right. First person on this. I'm doing it. I've given every deal I can. I hope I have done my job. I haven't inspired folks to buy. This is one of the largest Gregory Wilhelmis, invited to museums where they hang his work. Wow. 4 minutes left. Hi, Juanita. All right, we're down to the last 4 minutes, 240 seconds. Oh, they're in. Folks, I want to thank you for watching. I am never, ever, ever wearing a paisley tie again. Ever. He looks good with a greenish suit, but with blue, no. Paisley is out. Which were they interested in, Ashley? I got 190 seconds left. Whether you buy from, well, you should, because I got the best prices. Peter Max are running out. He's 86. You know, which one would they like? They're whispering. I got peace and love to you, Wilson. Oh, that means 2 minutes left. Any of these? Well, I want to thank you guys. I thank you for letting me come in your home. Which one? All right, Ashley, which one are they most interested in? That's one. This is the last Peter Max Hart I can get. It's called Lot of Love, and this is the last one they had in all of Southern California. It's sold out. It is off the wall. It's over $100,000 unframed on the cruise lines. My friend, who is an auctioneer on the cruise, said they had a big wig come in and tell them how they're out. So stop taking 20 or 80 or 120. They're out. So yeah, we're talking about this. And anybody serious about the 2 horses, the Fuhrer, call me. And I want to thank you all. Oh, thank you, folks. Well, I don't know if you're part of my family. You think Ashley's ever related to? I got to go. Hey, folks, I love you. Buford, don't kick that dog. I will send pretty boy Floyd over. He knows how to take care of you. Hey, we love you. You have fun. Talk to you later. Bye-bye, folks. Bye-bye.